Okay, so I have often wanted to do a video blog about my day job, which is almost entirely phone-based customer service and ridiculousness. Um, but I wasn't ever quite sure, if that would be acceptable to do that. Um, but I don't work there anymore, so they can't really, there's not much they can do about what I'm going to say on here. So, I'm going to talk about some of the things that annoy me the most about my day job. Now, I still work at Better Cheddar, so for those of you who wondered and want to come in for some cheese samples, we still have the sweet Swiss. But the things that bothered me were these ridiculously ignorant people, okay? And not the people that I worked with. It was the people that I had to deal with on the phone that irritated me so much. And I think most of them were from Alabama or Arkansas, a few from Oklahoma, an embarrassing number of them from here in the Midwest. Anyway, but people would call in and they would say, I would say, do you know your account number? Or, well, actually, my favorite would be when I would identify myself, and identify the company that I work for. They've just sat through a good 30 seconds worth of like a pre-recorded phone greeting saying, this is who we are. Thank you for calling us. If you would like to speak to somebody in this division, please push whatever. They've gone through 30 seconds of, this is who we are. So when they call and I say the name of the company and then my name, and then they would say, oh, is this? And they would ask me if it was a company. No, it's not. I'm sorry. We've been lying to you the whole time you've been on the phone here. We have been lying to you. We are not. We are not that company. I don't know what company you were trying to reach, but it's not us. That just seems so ridiculous to me. And then they would say, and then I'd say, do you know your account number? And I did a lot of work with churches. That's what I did. I worked with churches. And so I would say, do you know your account number? And they'd say, oh, no, but I can tell you the name of the church. Well, that's a step in the right direction. Uh-huh. Yeah. For instance, who calls the telephone company or your cable company or your satellite provider or your trash company or whatever? Who calls those places and doesn't have their stuff in front of them? Am I the only one that actually calls and has like the most recent invoice, most recent bill from the phone company? Maybe I am, but it's all there. So anyway, so they say, well, I know the name of the church. Well, that's good. That's real good. And then I would say, okay, what city and state, in which city and state is the church located? And they would say Alabama. All right. In which city and state is the church located? Oh, I'm sorry. It's in, it's in Podunk, Alabama area code or zip code, blah, 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 blah. Don't overload me with information I didn't ask for when you couldn't get it right in the first place. You're not going to win extra points. There's no extra credit in the system. I hate to tell you. No extra credit. So then I find the account and I say, and can I get your first name, please? Oh, Barbara Smith. Oh, well, my first name's Barbara, my last name's Smith. Smith's my last name. I asked you for your first name. You gave me both. Do you think I couldn't tell which one was the first and the last name? Do you think you needed to specify? Apparently you did. Apparently you felt you needed to. You didn't need to, but you felt you needed to. And then I say, okay, and what can I get for you? And they say, oh, well, I don't have an item number. I am just no help at all, am I? No, you're not. And the people that laugh at themselves because they're stupid, those people are the ones that really make me, well, in hindsight, I laugh because I don't work with them anymore. Ah, oh, I could have another party. But the people who'd say, "Oh, I don't know that," or I'd identify myself. Ooh, this was a good one. I'd identify myself, and I'd say, "This is Tim," and they go, "Oh, my brother's name is Tim." All right, my brother's name is Ben. If I ask Google how many people in the United States of America are named Tim, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a pretty large number. There are a lot of us. What do you want? Ugh. Or they'd say, I like to make an order. Oh, child. That one tears me up. Make a order. First of all, you don't make a dang thing, okay? My company, the company that I worked for, my has-been company, they're still a company, so whatever. Details. They create the concepts, they come up with the concepts, they put it together, they package it together, they manufacture it, they have their own printing press, they do all of that themselves. They package it once it's printed, they pack it up, they send it to you. In what part of that process were you involved? You don't make a thing, okay? Point number one. Second of all, you don't make a order. You place an order. Ooh, that's my phone. Hang on. Not bothered. Not bothered at all. Hey, how do I turn it off? How do I turn it down? There we go. Anyway, sorry about that. See, it's nice to have the phone ring and not have to answer it. Oh, it's beautiful. Of course, I don't know that that was an ignorant person. It might have been quite pleasant. Maybe I should have answered. Oh, that could have been a completely enjoyable experience. And I'm so jaded by my previous work experience that I didn't think it was going to be pleasant. That's why I didn't answer. I'll get over it. Anyway, so they would say, I like to make an order. First of all, you're going to place an order. You're going to place the order. The order is going to be placed. You have nothing to do with the making of said product. Also, you are going to place an order. Proper English, an order. The word order begins with a vowel. Therefore, the word right before it needs to end in a consonant. So it's not a order, it's an order. That glottal attack that you have to do in order to stop the sound to say a order is very unattractive, and it's very wrong. It's also harder to say than an order. See how much prettier that is? I'd like to place an order rather than I'd like to make an order. I'm sorry, it's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And I'd say things like, now how many packs of 500 would you like? And they'd say, well, how many comes in a pack? Standard shipping is UPS ground, which is 1 to 5 business days. Will that be acceptable? Well, how soon can I get that? Now, will that come by UPS? No, ma'am. It will come by UPS, not UPS. Just ridiculousness, and I'm so relieved to not have to deal with it anymore. But I could do that little rant now on them because I don't work there anymore. Oh, touch my heart. Woo, I have been blessed. Blessed. So, there you go. Now I've talked about the one day job that I had, no longer have, and so it's not all been about Better Cheddar, and I have done a video blog elsewhere other than at Better Cheddar. Much as I love it, I didn't want to have it hog all of the stuff. So, I think that's everything. I'm sure there were other things that annoyed me, but I blocked them. I blocked them all. Okay, that's I got nothing else. That's it. Bye.